If any of you want to share your interview experience through our YouTube channel, you are always welcome. Please do share your contact information and what are the companies that you got placed in to our email ID techmyhair@gmail.com, and we will contact you and we can make a video. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel Tech Meher. This is Harsha. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share our videos with your friends so that it will give us the energy and confidence to make another video and come to you. So in this video we have Narasimha with us. So he is here to share his interview experience regarding Cognizant. So let's talk to him and listen to his story, and let's get some information about Cognizant and all. So hi Narasimha, how are you?
Hi Harsha, I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm really good, doing very good. So, okay, just for our audience, so can you tell us about yourself, no, for our audience?
First of all, I would like to thanks for having a part in me to share my interview experience. Well, I am Nasmaha Konduri, currently pursuing my BTech final year in the stream of Computer Science and Engineering from Pudlavala Engineering College. I got placed in Cognizant and Gensor Technologies with 4 LPA. Now I'm here to share my Cognizant experience with you guys.
Okay, that's great. So, talking about the Cognizant, can you tell us about the interview experience, like how it happened? Before moving further, I have an interesting news for you all, and I bet you will be happy to know this because Geeks for Geeks is organizing a weekly recurring contest series which is designed to simulate the coding interview rounds of tech giants like Google, Amazon, Paytm, Adobe, etc. And this contest is designed with DSA questions which are asked in the targeted companies interviews. Yes. And before I forgot to mention it to you, the entire series is completely free of cost. Let me brief you about the instructions and the guidelines of this contest. The contests are scheduled on every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. IST for different tech giants, and this time it is Newtonics. So I hope you won't lose this chance to practice and learn at free of cost. Each contest will target a specific company's coding rounds which are a part of their hiring process, and here you will be asked to solve 2 to 3 coding challenges based on DSA and algorithms within an hour. The questions provided on the contest series will be based on the interview experiences that are posted on Geeks for Geeks platform by the Geek family. So you'll be also having access to different hints and time complexities just as in the original test, but this might have a negative impact on your overall score. You can solve these questions using C++, Java and Python. Each submission will be tested based on a crucial test data. They are live streaming the entire editorials and taking the doubts of each test series in the channel itself. So you can get more information on the website also. So please check out the description for the information.
Interview experience that I happened was it's about technical and HR. First, I got the technical interview mail. This entire process, the duration of the technical interview was about 45 minutes. Initially, he asked about my intro, self-intro. Later on, he moved into the project that what I have done in my academics. And then he gone through my resume and he asked questions on Python. I have mentioned languages Python, Java, and SQL database SQL. So he started asking questions on Python first. He asked about difference between tuple and list and modules and packages. Later on, he moved into the Java and asked about local and global variables. And then he asked conditional statements. I answered that, and then he immediately asked question to write program on switch case, any type of program that you have done in your academics. So write program on switch case. In Java, yeah, I particularly asked to write switch case in Java. Later on, he asked to execute and I mean to write program in leap year in Python.
Okay.
So he asked coding questions on both two languages that I have mentioned in my resume. And then he moved on into the database. He asked what is the key, what are the primary key, foreign key. And he asked the syntax to write the DDL comments. And then he asked two aptitude questions, which is nothing but the finding the odd series. And then he asked to fill the missing numbers in a series.
Okay.
And then last final, he asked two managerial questions. That the managing questions was like something you have an urgent work, you have to leave the office, but the
Mm-hmm.
sudden project came and the deadline was tomorrow. So how do you manage?
Mm-hmm.
Answer that question. So and then he immediately asked the another question that you have a team of five. Two are not. They are not convinced to do that work. How do you manage and how do you convince them as a team leader? So he
Mm-hmm.
asked these questions. Uh, and finally, I have mentioned that I have a basic knowledge in ML, AI
Mm-hmm.
and ML in my resume. So he asked what is AI and ML and what is the difference between them. So I answered
Okay.
most of the questions. There's nothing new, but I know I answered all the questions. And at the end of this interview, I said that the whatever the answers for your questions is known to my knowledge. If it is wrong, I'm ready to accept it. I said like that, then immediately as correct, and then interview was.
Okay. So it seems like most of the questions are from your resume, right?
Most of the
Yeah.
questions are from resume. He asked
Okay.
all the questions from resume.
Uh-huh. Great, great. So after that year, the HR was happened on another day, right?
Yeah, the after the year, around 4 or 5 days, I think I got the HR interview mail.
Uh-huh.
There she asked,
So
in
if at all, if you're not able to clear the TR, you won't be getting the HR, right? In
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
scenario.
This is a
Okay.
elimination process. Okay,
Elimination
those
process.
who clear the HR, who are
TR.
passed in HR, then they will get the HR.
Uh,
Passed in TR, they will get the HR mail. So
okay.
after 5 days, I got the HR interview mail.
Mm-hmm.
There she checked my PAN number and
Mm-hmm.
10th class long memo marks.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
After that, she asked me about my self intro.
Mm-hmm.
There I have mentioned that I very good in managing skills. So
Mm-hmm.
she asked me about how do you manage. What are the give me the examples that you how do you manage, so that
Mm-hmm.
I have done anchoring in my college. So I mentioned that the same. So she got
Mm-hmm.
impressed and said very good. So you are good in technical. Managing skills. She
Mm-hmm.
said like that.
Mm-hmm.
After that, she asked me what are the strengths, weaknesses. How
Mm-hmm.
do you know about Cognizant and how come you know about Cognizant?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The interview was happened around 30 minutes, I think. So most of my friends are happened HR only for 4 to 5 minutes, but for me it was
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes.
Okay.
Uh, uh, that's
Okay. Great, great.
that's all in the
So,
HR level.
so in the HR, mostly it will be, so they've verified the documents initially, right?
Yeah.
So,
That
verification
mostly
in the
document
sense like
verification.
you need to show it physically, like to the camera, or you need to upload it somewhere.
Either one of the two of the
Okay.
options, like whether I have
Okay.
to show it physically, like in front of camera, or
And
I
everything
want to
okay. Okay.
yeah, share the
Okay.
screen and show to that.
Okay. Good. Good. So after completing your HR, you got the results, right?
Yeah, I got the results, but it's take 4 to 5 weeks, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
college TPO will announce the results 20 days before my offering letter.
Okay, so they initially get the results of
Uh,
who are the candidates got selected into the company. So Anish,
yeah,
after that, you will be getting an official mail from Cognizant. They will be sending an offer letter to you.
yeah. It's take around 4 to 5 weeks.
4 to 5 weeks it will take. Okay, great. So have you gone through any learning resources, whether it is online or offline? So what kind of resources that would help a fresher to prepare for this IT industry, jobs or kind of?
As my suggestions to the freshers, it's Gigs for Gigs is the best platform for the freshers, because there itself we have from basic to higher languages for the freshers. It is very useful to practice in that. It's have a different type of programs, like programming languages like C, Java, HTML, PHP, and lot. For their freshers can do everything. Freshers can find everything there, so it is the best platform to practice in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have practiced in HackerRank and HackerReth for coding.
Mm-hmm.
For coding, for the beginners, as a beginner, I would like to suggest these
Okay.
three.
So initially, how do you got to know about this job opening, and how do you have you attended any written test kind of, if at all, what is the pattern of it?
Actually, this is an on-campus for us, and
Mhm.
Cognizant has released applications based on the two criteria, one for the Gen Z and another
Mhm.
one for the Gen Z Elevate. I opt
Okay.
Gen Z Elevate, and the when come to the written test for this, we it's based all on technical, no aptitude questions.
Mhm.
All are technical, and mostly 15 to 16 questions. I think most are all MCQs, multiple choice questions. And the
Mhm.
multiple choice questions is based on the HTML, C++, and data structures and database. And I
Mhm.
have coding questions, 4 coding questions. Three
Mhm.
three can do in any languages like C, C++, Java, Python. It's our choice. We can do anything according to our opinion. And
Mhm.
the fourth one is the database question, which is related to most of the queries. So I have attended MCQs very well, and the coding questions was not so well. I think mostly few test cases are passed, not completely. Uh,
Mhm.
I think I may not qualified in this written test, but luckily I got qualified, and this
Okay,
was happened.
great. Okay, so you got qualified for the Gen Z Elevate role.
Gen Z Elevate. I got qualified for the Gen Z Elevate interview role, but
Mhm.
the main additional benefit for the Gen Z Elevate is if you do not perform very well in the interview, they will offer the Gen Z. So
Okay.
Cognizant offered me the Gen Z as a program analyst training.
Okay, great, great. But when you go for Gen Z, if you are not performing well, then you will get
Yeah,
rejected there itself.
yeah,
Yeah. So
there
this
is
will
a
be a
chance to
benefit
get
for Gen Z
rejected.
Elevate.
Elevate.
Okay, great, great. So being a person who is currently pursuing the final year of study and who have attended different, interviews, company interviews, written tests and all. So what kind of suggestions that you can give to the freshers or, willing to join different MNCs like Cognizant or whatever it is?
Okay, as experience from, as I'm doing in fourth year, I would like to suggest the freshers to build their communication properly, because communication is the important point factor in the IT industry, right? So we can communicate,
True.
we need to communicate each and every client. So in order to build communication from starting stage onwards, you need to practice. I mean, you need to practice, you need to speak well, you need to talk well with others in English only, so that you can build communication very well.
Okay. So, Nasima, thank you so much for sharing your experience and coming forward and giving some suggestions to the freshers as well. So I hope this
Thank you.
video might help someone out there, who is willing to join the IT companies, so who is currently facing their interviews and all. So thank you once
Yes.
again for sharing your experience, Nasima.
Thank you. Thank you so much having the part
Yeah.
here.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.